Hello, my darlings. I hope you're all doing very, very well. I hope you are sitting comfortable and you are cozy. You've got your snacks and your beverages. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Reddit's age tattoos. I love doing this video series so much. I haven't done one in a while. I did do one of my own. In case you missed it, I'll leave a link down below to that, where I compared some of my older tattoos to how they look now, so like fresh versus healed and all of that for me. That was very interesting. I need to do another one of those as well. But we're back on the Reddit age tattoos, so we're just going to look at the front page here. So the first one that has taken my eye straight away is this one. Simple text, just over 2 years old, which isn't too bad. I always say that a comparison of like a year or 2 years old from fresh versus healed, it's not like the best. The best ones to see are, 10 years old, 20, 30, because that really does show a realistic expectation of what we're in for. Because, 2 years in comparison to, say, 50 years or however long a person will have a tattoo is nothing. But, we'll take a look. So this is it fresh. That does look very fresh and new. And then, okay, so there's been something else added on there, but that kind of looks the same. That has not changed much at all. I don't want to say bold will hold, but bold will hold. Okay, there's this one here. 10 years ago to know before I knew fine line ages poorly. See full image. Okay, so I'm guessing this is new. And it says, and one fine morning. That's kind of cute. But yeah, this is a very fine script. It's almost unreadable now. So what does it look like 10 years on? Oh, okay. So it's still somewhat readable, and one fine morning, it's kind of hard to read. The definition in this script down here, it's like non-existent, and here as well, to be honest. The fine isn't too bad. I mean, there is definitely some sort of bleeding or blowout, whatever you'd like to call it, but the lines have definitely expanded quite a bit there. Script is one thing you want to be readable for many, many, many years, because if you can't read it, then what's the point of having it? So you have to pick a readable script, or if you want a cursive script, it's got to be a lot bigger. And this again is only 10 years. So this person could have this tattoo for many, many, many years more. Okay, so we have a statement here that says bold will hold, and it's Aegyo and Yungyo. Definitely butchering that, I'm so sorry. Neo Guardians, fresh completed versus approximately 6 months healed. So this is it fresh here, and it looks good. I personally would have done them a bit bigger. Like, I don't know why I'm picking that apart, but like, I probably would have done them a bit bigger because there's a lot of real estate here. But then I guess there is room around the tattoo to add more tattoos if this person wanted. But like, yeah, I think these would have looked so much cooler if they were bigger. Anyway, what's done is done. So let's see what they look like 6 months on. Okay, they have changed quite a bit. I mean, they've healed like a normal tattoo would, because we obviously have quite a bit of redness within this. But like, I feel like there's quite a bit of saturation loss. But I guess it's kind of hard to tell because with peace and love, this person is quite hairy. And that can really, skew what a tattoo looks like. This says my oldest non-covered tattoo at 3 years. Okay, so we have a wolf tattoo here, your standard sort of realism wolf tattoo. Oh heavens, that has changed a lot. We have a lot of saturation loss here, like a lot. That looks incredibly faded. A lot of definition has come out of this. Now the placement of this is a prime spot for sunburn for a lot of people. So if this person hasn't taken the right precautions with sun care, then of course you're going to get more fading. But for this much of a difference in 3 years, this is going to be entertaining. It doesn't say the fresh versus healed timeline here, but this is a micro-realistic Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, I will always say that these micro-realistic tattoos are incredibly good, but the canvas for this type of tattoo is not. Like, it takes talent to do this without a doubt. Unfortunately, the canvas that these artists are working with, which is skin, ages, grows, stretch, shrinks, sunburn, aging, pollution damage. Like, there's so many things that can affect a tattoo. So the more simple a tattoo is, the better it's gonna last over years and years and years. So with something with this much detail in it, oh, let's see. Okay, so this is 1 year and 4 months, but it hasn't changed too much. I guess like some definition here and there has definitely gone, especially within the hand there. Yeah, like it's a little bit muddy just over in this region here. But other than that, it isn't too bad. But again, 1 year, 4 months in comparison to how long this person could live. It's nothing really, you know, like, I know that we should probably not just live in the moment. And if you want this type of tattoo, then absolutely go for it. Because you never know, you might die tomorrow. But if you want something that's super long lasting, this isn't the way to go. Oh, this is super interesting. Floral tribal after 20 years, colour disappeared. Wow. This could be due to sunburn or, you know, sun damage. But for colour to just evaporate that much in 20 years. Now, of course, tattoo ink and techniques has changed a lot over the years. Whatever ink was used here might not even be in production still. You never know. Tattoo technology has come a long way in 20 years, but it's quite scary to think that a lot of us with, you know, traditional tattoos, neo-traditional, just colourful tattoos could end up walking around with just black line work after, you know, 20 years, 30 years or whatever. That's quite a scary thought. But then it gives you the opportunity to do another colour palette if that happens, you know, like I don't think it would happen for the majority of us because, like I said, ink has changed quite a lot over the years. And yeah, the line work has definitely expanded quite a bit throughout the whole of the tattoo because the black isn't that noticeable throughout the tattoo. Like you can just about see it as the outline, but the black has overtaken. You can somewhat see a little bit of green here and there, but that orange has just gone. That's wild. Okay, so we have my first tattoo, 6 years aged, and then we have some script here. I'm not too sure what it says, but something, I think it says sun will rise and we will try it again. And then I guess we have the music notes for this song. What's happened is what always happens, which is the line work, black work situation has expanded a lot, which is going to happen. And especially in this placement as well, like your ribs are always moving, contracting. You know, if you eat a big meal, they stretch. Like the skin is very stretchy in this area, so it's definitely not as defined as it was. Like there is these music notes here where it had 2 dots. I don't know what these are called. I'm not musically talented, but yeah, we have a music note here and then 2 dots. That has completely disappeared. They've actually merged together. We have this like line situation going on here. That's gone. It's all merged together. So even though this is what you would probably call a basic tattoo in the fact that it is just black work, line work, it's still become pretty unreadable. Like no tattoo style is safe, let me tell you. Obviously select ones are the first to show signs of aging, but I did not expect it from something so simple. This is so interesting to see. This could be an interesting one. My first dot work tattoo 5 years ago and today. Now with dot work, I mean, I love getting dot work tattoos done. I love the feeling so much. It's kind of like acupuncture. It's so gentle and, you know, compared to the drilling of line work, dot work is great in my opinion. But normally with dot work over the years, obviously the dots do expand, they do get bigger, so they don't look so dot-y. Dot work tattoos. The appeal sort of fades. But let's see how this has held up over 5 years. Okay, that actually looks a lot better than I thought it would. The only thing is we have definitely lost a lot of contrast within the rose petals because it's quite dark there, just underneath that curved bit just there. And then here, I mean, it's still dark, but the tattoo as a whole has faded quite a bit. It's more on the sort of grey scale than black in my opinion, but that could also be due to the way this photo has been taken. It looks like it's been used with a flash, which can sort of drain things out a bit. Overall, it still looks very decent. Okay, the next one we have here is foot tattoo aged 13 years. So that's a considerable amount of time in comparison to, you know, the 1 years, the few months or whatever. So we have this anchor tattoo here. It looks like there's a letter R in the middle there. And then we have some of this line work. It does look like it's kind of skippy, You know, there's like some chunks missing here and there. Kind of looks like it was done like via stick and poke, but I don't think so. Let's see what it looks like after 13 years. Wow, okay. I'm surprised that the R is still there and very legible. The rest of it has just been like, see you later. Yeah, we are missing quite a bit of line work throughout the tattoo. This swirly line situation here has turned very, very grey, but it's still there. So that's something. Yeah, the rest of it, it's just not had a good time. But feet tattoos are obviously notoriously hard to heal and to look after. You know, you always have shoes rubbing on your feet and socks and whatever. So, to be honest, this lasted pretty well. Okay, so for this one, we have a tattoo that is 2 years old here because it says age versus more age, which is really cool. And then we'll have a photo of it as 28 years old, which is like a good representation of how tattoos age. Now, like I said earlier, tattoo technology has come a very long way, even in the last like 5-10 years. So, obviously, different inks were used back then. You know, machines are so much better now as well. So we will take that into account, obviously, but it's a good representation. Let's have a look. Wow. Okay. That has changed a lot, but it's still pretty readable. You can still tell that this is an eagle. I'm sure we've all seen older people with tattoos like this, and you can still tell what they are, because I don't want to be that person that continuously rides traditional styles dick, but traditional style tattoos are the better style to have for aging. But of course, I know not everyone likes traditional, and that's okay. But yeah, this has held up pretty well considering, you know, the aging, and then of course, you know, sun damage possibly. Ooh, okay, so for this one, we have color tattoo on dark skin, 3 years healed. Now, this is like very rare to come across, to see a colour tattoo on dark skin healed, because unfortunately there's quite a few tattoo artists out there that will not tattoo colour on darker skin. So this is really interesting to see. So we have some mountains here. We have like a human figure there. It looks like they're holding like a teddy bear or something. This is so cool. And then we have like a moon there, some clouds. This is a very interesting tattoo style. See what it looks like 3 years on. Wow. Okay. It looks better, if that's a thing. Like, it looks a lot more defined. You can see the line work a lot better there, and the clouds are still there, like the negative space, and this is so cool. It just looks a little bit more like lived in and all of that, but it hasn't changed much. I mean, with peace and love, the first photo isn't the best because the lighting is coming from behind the image, so it's not lit up very well, so that kind of sucks, because this one has obviously the flash on it. Okay, so we have a 2018 versus today, not bad in my opinion. And then it says I had one touch up in 2019 then gave up. So this is a side of finger tattoo by the looks of things, which are notoriously hard to heal. You may get lucky and you may have great, you know, skin or fingers that will take the ink and the tattoo will last incredibly well, or you may be incredibly unlucky depending on your skin or what you do for a job, and you may be getting touch-ups continuously for years and years and years and be like this person and just end up giving up. I don't have any tattoos in the sides of my fingers. I do obviously have hand tattoos and all of that. I have my palm tattooed as well, which is pretty new, I would say, in the tattoo scheme of things. I got this earlier this year in June or July, I think it was. So it's not even like half a year old at this point, but it's doing okay. It's doing okay. It does need a touch up here and there, but I'm happy with it. So let's have a look at this. So, okay, we have a lobster. Yeah? Should we call this a lobster? Is it a lobster? Yeah, it's a lobster. I had to figure out what this creature was. It's cute though, but there is a lot of detail within this, especially for this part of the body. This person's brave, and then this is what it looks like. Okay, it's readable. Somewhat. I mean, I don't know if I would know what it was if I hadn't seen what it looked like when it was fresh. You know, like I would probably struggle a little bit there. I'd probably say, well, it wouldn't be a crab because crabs don't have tails, but It would take me a while to work out what it is, but it's okay. Okay, so there's this one here that says, my finger tattoo reality. I do not recommend it. Done on October 21st. Is that this year? It says here, I knew the risks going into it and the artist explained them very clearly as well. He did an awesome job doing what we asked and even touched them up for free yesterday. This was a matching tattoo with my boyfriend. However, the level at which this ink truly fell out completely blows my mind. LOL. I still love it and will love it even when I'm sure it will fall out again after the touch up, but certainly an experience I would not recommend to others. So we have a naked tree here, which is kind of cute, very simple, but there is a lot of lines there. It's, even though it's a simple design, it's kind of intricate at the same time. I'm guessing this is it fresh. And then, oh, this was yesterday before getting it touched up. Wow. So this is this year. So this person got it in October, I think is said. Hang on. Yeah, October 21st. And that's how much fell out that quickly. The photo was taken on the 20th of November, which is a month. So this fell out within a month. Oh my goodness, that did not heal good at all. This is like the reality of the side finger tattoos. This person did not have good luck. Okay, so we don't have a before for this, but it's interesting to see, and that is, can't believe it's been almost 20 years. So this is a 20-year-old back dragon tattoo. I did this tattoo when I was 15 and just turned 33 today. How life passes so fast. Wait, what? What? You were 15 when you did this? I don't even know if that's legal. I mean, it's not the best dragon tattoo I've ever seen. But is it the worst? Absolutely not. Back tattoos, again, are very susceptible to sunburn, especially up on the shoulder area if this person was to be topless or walking around in a vest or what have you. But it's still quite consistent, you know, like it doesn't look like there's any major fading in just specific spots. It just looks consistent all the way through. Okay, so we have a palm tattoo here, talking about palm tattoos. This is just, you know, a standard black work, line work, flower tattoo on the palm there. That is some heavy line work. Like, that is thick. I just know that that was not fun whatsoever. Oh, wow. Okay, that has healed a lot better than I thought it would. Like, that is still incredibly black. Okay, I wonder who the artist was that did this, because that has healed very nicely. There's a little bit of patchiness here and there, especially in this bit here. There's like a big chunk missing. But for a palm tattoo, interesting. Okay. Palm tattoos may not be as bad as we think they are. Okay, so for this one we have Hogwarts, fresh versus aged, almost 6 years. So this one is very intricate with the line work. There's a lot of detail within this tattoo here. And it's also a little bit simple because we've got the mountains there that are kind of negative space. But within the Hogwarts, or the building, there is all of this sort of very tiny line work there. So how has that held up in 6 years? Does it still look this defined? No. It's still readable. If you're a big Harry Potter fan, I'm sure you could still recognise this as Hogwarts. But yeah, all of the sort of fine detail within the tattoo is sort of all bled and merged in together. There's still a little bit of fine line work here and there, just on this tower there. Other than that, it just doesn't look as sharp and defined, which obviously is gonna happen, but it's just such a shame that this happens, because imagine if this still looked like this, you know, like it would be so cool. But that's the way tattoos work. Okay, so we're gonna look at one more. This is cool. 3 years aged head tattoo by SDZN. Swipe left for fresh ink. Now, of course, the top of your head, that's where all the sun goes. So if this person doesn't wear a hat or a cap or doesn't put sunscreen on their head, you're getting a lot of sun damage here. You can probably tell already, just because the colours look incredibly faded. Like 3 years, that's quite drastic. Wow! It was very colourful to start off with. I mean, of course, using pastel colours, it's gonna happen quicker because there's just not enough pigment within the ink. So, it's gonna break down a lot quicker. It's still very legible. It's just a shame that the saturation has gone here. And that is a gnarly tattoo. Like, it's very well done. Like, it's symmetrical. The line work is perfect. So it's a great tattoo. It's just the color palette has let down this tattoo quite a bit. It's so cool. I like that a lot. Would any of you get your head tattooed like this? I just know that hurt. That is a headache for a week. And the itchy phase. Oh. Okay, my love, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you all stay safe and well. And until my next video, bye.